big new adventure. That's what we're going to do. We're still going to do the motorcycle stuff, but we're going to be traveling in our RV. It's a larger one. There's lots of videos on here of people parking smaller ones in parking lots and up goat trails. But you can't do that with a big RV. So follow our channel, enjoy the motorcycling and the RV.
Okay, here we go. Well, we had our choice today.
Yep.
We could have gone to an air show or the car show. And we chose the car show at where?
Cocopah Casino in Somerton, Arizona.
Yeah. And I'm not going to film in there because you can already hear the music in the background. Hopefully that wasn't enough to get me screwed.
Hey everyone. Most of you know that my videos are recorded way before you see them. It's been a tough couple of weeks. This is our first time of getting out and doing some actual recording for you. Now this little car show, we had our choice of going to this car show or going to an air show. We chose the United Dreams Custom Car Show, and we are glad we did. It was one of the better car shows we've been to. Could be because we've not seen this type of vehicle. These cars, paint jobs were just awesome. The detail work on them, awesome is the only thing I can say about it. Now I'm going to put on some crappy music here just to have something to listen to, because I couldn't film in there. You know, if I try to film in there, they had music playing, so I'd have had to cut it all out. So this time I just took the snapshots, took quite a few of them. I'm thinking that this may be in at least 3 parts, if not 4, because I took a picture of everything and I wanted you to see everything. You never know what car someone will like. This is a little air my wife didn't know what that was. That's air conditioning back in the day, for you that don't know what's hanging on the side of these windows of these cars. Back here in way back, I don't even know when, probably in the 50s. Down here in Arizona, you needed air conditioning, and that was all they had. So these cars are all beautiful, and at the end we got some film put on here. I'm hoping that there's not much music in them. The music was quite a ways away, but YouTube is really picky about that. They had I don't know what they call it, where they bounce them cars up in the air. I'll probably tag that on there when I figure that out. Look at that. Look at the doors on that car. Talk about custom work. Them beautiful, vivid colors. This 64 reminded me of one blue one I used to have. It wasn't a convertible, and it wasn't in that nice a shape. My dad had one like this. I think that's a 69 Impala. Wasn't quite like that. He also had a Monte Carlo like that. His was red. Like I'm saying, none of our stuff was even comparable to the fanciness, beautifulness, whatever you want to call it. They were awesome. My wife even enjoyed the car show, which was rare. Ain't that right, dear?
Yeah.
Yes, she said yes in the background here.
Best car show I've been to.
Wow, did you hear that? Best car show she's been to. And we've been to a lot of car shows. I was really impressed with these guys, as you've noticed. So I hope you enjoy these photos. They're just snapshots. And if they're going by too fast, watch it again. Pause them. Whatever you need to do. But they had chrome underneath them. They had, as you can see, the axles were chrome, the pipes were chrome, the dashes were custom. Some of those dashes were totally formed. The paint jobs, I mean, look at the praying hands. A lot of them had paint jobs in their door wells like that. These are the hydraulics they have on them. Now these, they don't do any bouncing with these cars. The ones they bounce with, they're beat up pretty bad because that really takes a toll on the cars. These are just fancy lowrider cars. I know some of you don't like that, but to each his own. I still think they're beautiful. I don't care if they bounce up and down or it's the old style drag racing type cars, hot rods, rat rods. Look at the paint. Look at the artwork on these. And pictures don't do them justice. I mean, them are metal flake paint jobs. Now look, there's the dash. One of the dashes I was talking about. That was just something else. They had little pedal cars. They were painted up just as trick. I think that's a 68. You guys can correct me on these if you wish. The hydraulics were all chromed out. The interiors, like I said, were plush. I don't even know if some of these they drove, but I don't know if they drove them all. I took some of these photos for friends I have back home. They have cars like this. A friend of mine named Cody has one that he's had since he was in high school, and he's an old guy now. But they decorated them up with all kinds of things, sitting beside them and sitting inside them. More door artwork. I don't even wash the inside of my doors. Monte Carlos. The old Chevy pickups, lots of those there. I don't know how many cars were there, but they had chrome on everything. Motors. The paint job next to this one, you see that one, that was cool. There's your before picture of that blue pickup. They had lots of vendors there also. I didn't take any pictures of vendors. There's enough pictures of cars. I thought that would be sufficient. Few Camaros. Few hot rods there too on the other side of it. You'll see those photos. These were pretty neat little decals or stickers on this Camaro. Awesome, awesome. What else can I say? Oh, there's something awesome right there. That's my sweet loving wife right there. Finally got a smile on her face. Like I said, we've had a rough week. Those stickers were on the Camaro, hot rod Camaro. That snoring you hear in the background here is Hank. He's sleeping at my feet again. There's your family van right there. That'd be kind of a lumpy bed. That's my wife's favorite color. She had a motorcycle painted that color. We called it Plum Fun. By the way, there's your hot rods. I might have a surprise for you guys in a week or so. You may see a new vehicle underneath my narrow little butt. Learned how to drive back when I was 13 in a car like that, other white Ford. We went into the casino and we had a really good meal. Prices were casino prices. We ended up just having a salad bar and some good soup and stuffed ourselves with it though. The good thing is, on the way out I had $2, stuck it into a slot machine. On the last quarter, pulled the handle and started to walk away and won $347. That's the most I've ever won. Look at the artwork, guys. These turned out okay. I was wondering about that because there's a lot of glare, you know, the sun ain't the right way. Look at that. What was it? 479 of those made, and they were made in Canada. Awesome little cars. I'm going to use that word a lot, I think, in this film. There's your regular old Camaro. Proud parent or grandparent. A lot of the people didn't speak English, so I couldn't talk to them. A lot of them were from Mexico, so you can't blame them for not speaking English. They brought their cars all the way up from Tijuana to this casino down there in Somerton, Arizona. About 26 miles from where we're staying. Well worth the journey. We figured it was easier to watch these cars and take pictures of them than airplanes flying over. That's why we passed on the air show. There's so much stuff down here to do every weekend in Yuma that you can't get it all done. You just got to pick what you want to see. And I thought you guys would like to see this. There's no way I could have took pictures of airplanes and done a decent job. Flathead V8. You guys remember those? This was one of my wife's favorite cars. You can see she's bowing down to it. No, she was taking a picture of that. But she said that was one of her favorites. We both had found a couple cars we liked. I liked a red 64 Impala, metal flake and chrome. That's about all I had on it. Metal flake and chrome, everything. And the chrome was all engraved. You'll see that picture later. There was also a green old 1950s Chevy pickup that was the same way. It had a tilt bed. It was convertible. This one was awesome also.
I don't know if I got it or not. Well, I got 15 seconds to do this. Music was playing through this whole thing. This was one of the better car shows I've been to. So, hope you enjoyed all the photos and subscribe.